Good evening, fight fans. We now have an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk. It was a tremendous fight that he just won by split decision. Let me start out by saying that I got this fight wrong. I had Tyson Fury by unanimous decision. At certain points of the fight, I thought that it might even be Tyson Fury by knockout, even though I didn't think that Fury would knock Usyk out. Let me just get right into my pros and cons. Let's start with Tyson Fury. The pros would be even at 35, the man still looks sharp. I like the fact that he came in at 262, and I love the body work. It was very clear that he wanted to go to the body because he believes that Oleksandr Usyk cannot take it in the body, and that he wanted to weaken him down, slow him down, and possibly knock him out later in the fight. I did like the quick right uppercut that Tyson Fury was throwing, the right uppercut to the body. I thought was doing damage to Usyk because at some point Usyk wasn't in as close and he had his elbows pinned down tight. Tyson Fury was throwing more than one punch at a time, not the whole fight, but quite a few instances in the fight. He would throw left hand, right hand, excuse me, in my opinion, catching Usyk off a surprise, and he still has tremendous upper body movement. As for the cons for Tyson Fury, I would have liked to seen him plant his feet more and land shots. I think that he maybe could have hurt Usyk again in the fight if he would have planted his feet. Yet instead, he was throwing a lot of shots on the back foot. And by the back foot, I mean literally when he was leaning back or moving back. Some of them he even threw going forward, coming off of his feet. It had been, I think he would have did a lot more damage if he would have just planted his feet. Another con would be I didn't like the fact that once Usyk hurt him in that ninth round, going to the 10th round, he did too much of leaning on the ropes. He kept getting too close to the ropes instead of putting the fight in the middle of the ring. As for Oleksandr Usyk, the pros would be I like the way he started the fight. He came in right, pretty much right in Tyson Fury's rib cage, which is how he was going to have to win the fight. He was going to have to literally stay close inside like he did with Anthony Joshua. When he's fighting a bigger man, and especially a stronger puncher, you want to be way inside. So I like the fact that he started out with a right to the body. He went upstairs. I like the fact that Usyk started mixing up his punches because for a while it looked like he was getting frustrated. But then he found a way to get inside and to mix his punches up. As for the cons, for Oleksandr Usyk, I didn't like the fact that once Tyson Fury in those middle rounds, I'm talking about starting from round 3 to about round 8, Tyson Fury found his range. I didn't like the fact that Usyk allowed Fury to stay in that range. Listen, Fury is already the taller fighter by 6 inches and his arms are way longer. You can't let that guy get comfortable at his range. And I think that Usyk did a terrible job of allowing Fury to stay at that range. And I honestly believe that Usyk did it because he didn't like those body shots. Let's talk about the fight. As I just mentioned, I thought Oleksandr Usyk won the first round convincingly. I like the fact that he came in on the inside, making Tyson Fury uncomfortable and letting him know that, he wasn't afraid to be in that close. In my opinion, the next 5 rounds, I thought that Fury won. He found his range. He started basically peppering Usyk with shots. He was trying to do his showboat thing, and Usyk was having none of it, which I did like. Every time he tried to back against the ropes and clown, Usyk would take a step back like, no, bro, we not in here to do that. We're here to fight. But I thought that Fury dominated those rounds. But then we get to round 9. Usyk comes in with a sneaky right hand, but then a very quick, fast, powerful left hand, and Fury was hurt. I mean, he was hurt badly. He was wobbled. And as you saw, Usyk got the knockdown. Now, there were some, even Usyk's promoter, who said that the referee should have stopped the fight. I don't think so. We're talking about Tyson Fury. We've seen him get up from harder shots than that in that first Wilder fight. I mean, I thought that Wilder, put that guy literally in another country, but somehow he was able to get up. And because you're talking about undisputed, I don't think that you can stop the fight. I think Fury was hurt, but I don't think he was that hurt to where the fight needed to be stopped. I thought the ref did the right thing by calling a knockdown because only the ropes was holding him up and giving Tyson Fury, a champion, a chance to regain himself, which he did. The last rounds, the championship rounds, 10, 11, and 12, I kind of felt those rounds could have went either way. I didn't really feel like either man really put his foot on the pedal. I think that Tyson Fury was a little too lax. He should have sat on his shots and tried to land something hard, whether to the body or to the head for Usyk. As for Usyk, I'm not saying he wasn't trying, but I would like to see just a little bit more urgency of him getting inside and maybe trying to rock Fury again, maybe get another knockdown. In my opinion, those rounds could have went either way, but we get to the end of the fight, and it is a split decision, 2-1 for Oleksandr Usyk, the now undisputed heavyweight champion. Now, these two guys are and have been for a while my two best heavyweights in the world. The only thing that's going to happen is they're going to switch spots. Now, Usyk will be 1, Fury will be 2. And to be honest with you, fight fans, I'm not surprised that Usyk won this fight, even though I picked against him. I mean, I wasn't surprised at all with the split decision. I wouldn't have been surprised at all if Usyk would have literally edged out a unanimous decision. Usually, this is around the time where I ask you all, what do you want to see happen from here? But we already know what's going to happen. Frank Warren made it clear that there is a rematch clause. Tyson Fury said right there in the ring that he wants to rematch. I guess it's scheduled for October. When he turned Alexander, he said, absolutely, let's do it again. Fight fans, I would love to see this fight again. These guys are past their prime. But I thought that this was I thought this was an excellent fight that I would like to see again. It wasn't a snooze fest. It wasn't a fight where one guy looked like he was long past his best days, and we don't want to see it again. I think the fight was good enough that we would love that we, should see it again. And I have a sneaky feeling that Fury may come in even a little bit lighter in his next fight, because even though he usually shows energy, I think that in those middle rounds, especially after he got hurt in the ninth, I think it zapped a lot of his energy. All right, fight fans. Hey, who did you pick? Did you pick Oleksandr or did you pick Tyson to win the fight? Were you entertained by the fight? And do you want to see this fight again or see them go in another direction? If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so we can keep talking boxing. Until next time, that's all I got. I'll let y'all later.